Hey guys, how you doing? Kevin the Comic Doctor coming to you again. I was having some serious technical difficulties there. Hopefully you're still there and listening. I'm not sure how much you've heard. I think I'm still coming to you. The stream is there. If let me go to my chat window here, and if you guys are hearing me, could someone give me a thumbs up or just let me know that it's all working? If you wouldn't mind, so I can make sure all is good. I'd hate to continue talking again and no one is listening. I'm not sure if people are actually there now after that mishap. Yeah, okay, it looks like there's some viewers. All right, guys, good. Thank you, my Lord. I got it all organized. I was all excited. Everything was looking good. And I started it and then it all went to poop really fast. So anyways, I apologize for that glitch, guys. I'm glad I got you on here. I'm not sure how much of what I said earlier came through or not, but I will, I guess I'll repeat myself. Essentially, it's a pretty crummy day here in Oshawa. It's the cloudy, overcast. It's been like that yesterday was not a bad day, but for the most part, we've had rain and cloudiness. It sucks. So I want to get on here and do a nice live stream with you guys and go over some of the news from CGC. As I was saying previously, there was, after they had announced the increase in their price schedule, what kind of happened was, they gave everybody only about a week to get all their final invoices done. And for someone like me, I've got hundreds of books in queue here. It would have been impossible for me to actually get on there and do the invoices because there wasn't enough time and everybody was doing it. So their servers were crashing over and over and over again. And if you guys are on social media at all, you probably saw the backlash that was coming CGC's way because of their servers not being able to handle all the traffic on their website. Anyways, long story short, I was able to get 3 or 4 invoices done. So I was kind of happy about that. The last 2 I couldn't print out. The invoices were created, but I couldn't print them out, and I was pulling my hair out. I was like, what am I going to do? And then I decided to do 2 things. One, I contacted my rep there, and I said, listen, I've got the invoice number, but I can't print out the packing slip. Can you help me out? And she sure as heck did, and she actually sent me the PDF the next day. But I happened to I just couldn't sleep the night before. So I was up at like 5 a.m. and I went online and, I guess everyone was sleeping in the East Coast and everybody was going to bed on the West Coast. And I was able to print out my invoices there. But again, I only got 3 done. The rest, that's it. But honestly, guys, if you're doing moderns, then yeah, you want to get them in. But if you're doing economies, it was better to wait, right? The price of economies dropped down by $5 or $6, so it was better to wait if you have economy books. Now, if you have value books, well, what can I tell you? Value is gone the way of the dodo bird. And to be quite honest, I never use that service because it's so darn slow. And I would always tend to go with the fast track anyways, which is was basically the same price as economy. So that's that. But anyways, they did make some concessions. I'm going to put it on here and show you. There it is. So submission update. They apologize for any delays that customers experienced when recently using your online submission form. So basically, if you got your invoices done, you were able to submit them until initially you had till May 28th to get the books to them. Now they've extended that to June 28th, right? To June the 28th. And I mean, that's great and everything, but honestly, I don't see the big deal with that. It would have been nicer to have that more time to get the books in. I think they rolled it out a little too quick, in my opinion. I think they should have given everybody at least 30 days to get the stuff done. They gave us like a week. Was a week, maybe 2. I can't even remember when they announced it, but it wasn't much time, that's for sure. And yeah, it angered a lot of people. So I don't know if that was a good move on their part. I mean, probably wasn't. What can I say? Their prices have gone up. I want to go back and just share with you guys their new pricing because there was some people were kind of confused as to what the pricings were all about. Where is it submitted? Oops, submit service and fees. Here we go. So basically, we're going to focus on the comics, right? Because that's what everybody's into mostly. If you want to go to their website, you can check out what their magazine rates are and what happened with that. But essentially, now moderns have gone up. Wow, they even increased their fast track fee. That kind of sucks. I didn't even notice that before. So yeah, modern books now, 1975 to present, if they're valued at $400 and less. That's a big thing, right? If you're sitting on a New Mutants 98 in a high grade, do you send it in under modern? Because if you do, you're insuring it for $400. If the book is worth $1,000 or $2,000, you really should be doing it under the standard tier, right? Anyways, modern books, $22, whereas before it was $20. And now the fast track fee is $15. No longer is it $10, it's $15. Economy, right, still stays at $400 as the price value from any book to 1975. So essentially, if it's 1975 or up, you're using modern. If it's 75 or 74 and down, you're doing economy. You are paying $33. And again, the fast track fee has increased by $15. That's pretty hefty, in my opinion. But got to be patient, I guess. Standard has also gone up. It was $65. Now it went up $10 to $75. There is no fast track feature because standard usually gets done in about, 20, 22 days. Express went up from $100 to $120. And the walkthrough stays the same at 3% of fair market. The reholder was $15, now goes up to $20. And if you've got like an ASM 1 or if you've got like a high grade book, you have to do it under the high value, which is $50. And it's also my understanding. Yeah, right here. Look, you got to read the fine print, my friends. The grade assigned to the book should not change unless any damage occurred post-encapsulation, in which case the grade will be adjusted accordingly. To qualify, the book still must be encapsulated in its original CGC holder. So basically, if I've got, I'm shipping this one here off for Stavros this week. You guys know Stavros. He's been on the show, and I featured his books on What's in the Press this week. This baby's going off to be re-slabbed. The slab's in great shape. There's no cracks. There's no nothing. It's beautiful. So I do not anticipate any issues with that. That being said, if that book gets to CGC and they decide they want to look at it a little closer, or maybe in transit a hairline crack happens on it, they can adjust the price. They can adjust the grade. They can look at it and change the grade. That's their right, and you give them that right by sending the book in. But I think really what they're talking about is I've received some pretty beat up slabs for reslabbing. So I think they're referring to that, because oftentimes if a book has been damaged, if a slab's been significantly damaged, there's a pretty darn good chance the book's been damaged as well. And that's what I think. They're just giving themselves that cushion. If something were to happen, they can then adjust the price. Okay. Anyways, anything else here of interesting? Pre-screening as well. So pre-screening now goes up. The price goes up again, my friends. It was $10. Now it's, I believe, it was $5 a pre-screen. Now it's $8 a pre-screen. Again, you need 25 books. So before you even get into grading, you're dropping, $8 for the book, per book. Imaging, which I've never taken advantage of, that's $5 still per comic. And the custom label, again, is also $5 per label. I kind of like those new labels. Actually, they really pop. Some books they really look good on. I just don't like when people put the wrong one on certain books. Sometimes they go, I don't know, it doesn't look right. Now it'd be great if CGC could actually get DC on board and Image on board, other publishers, so that we can have more custom labels other than just Marvel. And it'd also be nice if they can bring back some of the retired labels as well, because some of those older ones are really quite cool. I'd also like to see them bring in date-specific images. For example, if I've got an Amazing Spider-Man #1, I don't really want a John Romita Spider-Man on that. I'd like to have a Steve Ditko-style Spider-Man on that. You know what I mean? So I'd like to have it's a generational images. There's that giant size. There's that image of the X-Men, the new team that they have, and a lot of people put it on. Like I see it on X-Men #1, and I don't like seeing the new team on X-Men #1. I want to see the old original team on there, right? So that's me. That's my own personal take on that one, but that's what I would certainly like to see. And Anyhow, gee, I hope everything's working here. Is this chat window? Oh, you know what? The chat window. Give me 1 second, guys. I'm going to try to fix this chat window because the chat window is on in YouTube, but not on in my pop-out chat. There it is. Give me 1 second. I hope I don't screw anything up here. Copy. I'm going to move you over there. Then back to OBS. And then give me 1 second. Properties. I'm going to change this every time. Paste. And let's see. That should do it. There we go. Okay. Yes, excellent. So I'm not sure if guys are still here or not. We got a few guys still on board with us today. Any questions or comments? What do you guys think of the labels and of the change? And did any of you try to get any slabs in yourself? Did you have any problems? Because it was, I'll tell you, I never seen a social uprising on the social media like that. It was pretty significant. There were a lot of angry people, and I think I saw that little air symbol all over the place. It was pretty crazy. Yeah, and thanks again, guys, for popping by. Hey, Paul, how you doing? Good to see you. Hard Knocks Collectible, how you doing? Ah, you. CBS guy. That's okay. You know what? I'm sure CBCS got a lot of new clients with that one because, yeah, it angered a lot of people. A lot of people were really ticked off. What are they going to do? You know, they have their books, they're ready to go, and it's not working. Nothing. It really angers people when that happens. And I wouldn't be surprised if CBCS garnered some new customers with that. And I'm sure that CGC was pretty aware that was going to happen. You know, they were going to tick some people off, and they certainly did. Love labels, but only for Signature Series. Yeah, it looks great with those Signature Series books, those labels. I do like the Romita Spider-Man. I mean, I like the specialty ones, the Hobgoblin tearing through Spider-Man. I have that on my 238 coming. I'm really excited to see. Those look fantastic. So most certainly do I want to see those. I don't understand why the labels. I guess they I don't know if they lease them or if they have only a certain amount of time for each image. I don't know, because I do. They know it rolls over to new ones every few months and they retire the old ones. I'm curious to know if the old ones can be brought back. I know the Stan Lee ones are not going to come back. Some guys don't even get their slabs redone because of that Stan Lee label, because you can't get it anymore. I think the Stan Lee estate said, no, we're not doing that anymore. And that is no longer in the works. Which ones do you have, Marco? Do you have any Signature Series books with a label on it that you like? Talking about generational ones, I really like the Thor one. I mean, it's a swipe right out of the Journey to Mystery 83, which I really like. So that one looks good. It looks fantastic, right? And all those early Journey to Mystery books or early Thor books, that looks fantastic. There's a while there actually where they had Walking Dead labels too, and they got rid of those as well. Which again, I don't know. It's always a money thing, right? We'll see what happens. Anyhow, guys. Oh, sweet. X-Men 129 and with 266. Beautiful. Yeah, those would be nice ones to get. And do you have the new team label on there? Is that what you have? I guess that's the one you would go with, right? And I think on books around the 129 mark, that would look pretty darn good, I would think, And if I remember correctly, you cannot get the labels put on the qualified books, but restored books? I don't know if you can or not. It says it. I think it says it in the fine print if you can get labels on restored books. I have it right here. I'm curious to know if they can do that or not. Labels on the new books or on the qualified books. Let's see what it says about labels. Labels. Custom label series. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, you can't get them on the other ones. Yeah, so just Signature Series and just, and I can show you them right now, actually, the ones that are currently available. Let's see if I can get that on there. Boom, there we go. Let's see. So yeah, look at these babies. They're pretty nice. I also like when they actually put like the claws of Wolverine in there, or the X through the X-Men X right there. Yeah, or Spider-Man has the, his symbol. So they actually play with the actual grading area as well, which I think is kind of cool. Yeah. All that being said, I'm going to tell you right now, though, I wish that. Do any of you guys do your own CGC submissions? I wish there was an option before you even start the whole session where they say, will you want labels or not, custom labels, and then you can either turn it off or on, because when you're putting submissions in every single book, it stops and it asks you, hey, do you want a label? Hey, do you want a label? Hey, and it stops you and it slows you down, especially 2 weeks ago or a week ago when we were all trying to get those blasted invoices done, those there's another thing for the website to do that was slowing everything down. Just have a checkbox and say, gone, right? You're not doing it. Or yes, I will do it. But the fact that you have to go through every single comic, and that doesn't make any sense. I have a Spider-Man book and it's asked if I want a Silver Surfer label on it. Like, no, of course not, right? Yeah, look at these. And here are the retired ones down here. Look at those. That Captain America one's pretty sick. Iron Man's pretty nice. The Avengers one was nice. Again, like that Avengers is great, but I want to see an old Avengers, an old style Avengers, an old style Hulk. Here's more of a modern Thor, which is great for the newer books, but then for the older books, you want to go with, where is he? With this Thor right here. I love that one. Yeah, you're right. Those Signature Series ones look great. Love the labels. Yeah. Oh, I can't read that. It's too small. My eyes are too small for that one, but let's see what it says there. I don't know what's going on with that. Okay. Well, guys, that's just about do it for today, I think. I just want to get on here and go over the latest news with CGC. And again, I apologize for all the glitches that happened earlier on. I got to go now and see what remnants were uploaded to YouTube and get rid of certain things and fix other things. I certainly hope you're having a nice day wherever you happen to be on the globe. Hopefully the sun is shining where you are. It certainly is not here, and it's not that warm either, which really stinks being May the 2nd. But again, you take care of yourselves. Thanks for popping by. Please drop by in the next week for another episode of What's in the Press. I'll probably do another live stream at some point in the next week or so. I'm also working on bringing in some interesting people for interviews, actually. Some really cool people that are in the comic book industry. I'm working on getting an interview with a CGC rep. I already made some contact there, and it looks like it's a go. Just hammering out a time. That'll be an awesome one-on-one where we'll actually talk to a CGC representative and ask all the questions that I'm sure all of you have. And then I also want to talk with a lot of really interesting people that are in the hobby as well. I mentioned earlier that I also would like to get someone on here to talk about Canadian variants, because those are really darn popular and are becoming more and more popular as the weeks and months go by. And I have many clients that specialize in the Canadian variants. So I think it'd be really great to sit down and talk with them as well. Again, apologize for the glitches earlier on. You take care of yourselves, guys. Keep reading them comic books. And until next time, see ya.